And I hate when girls do this. Like, a lot of guys like it when girls like kiss at the bar. Not me, I'm not really that into it. Because they're not bisexual, they're just doing it to try to make guys jealous. And like, if you really want to make a guy jealous, make out with me. Right? They see you making out with a girl, they're like, oh, maybe I'll have a threesome. They see you making out with me, they're like, ah, she makes mistakes. I hate going to my friends' houses for parties, because we go out to the bar all the time. Like, we always go out to the bar. So whenever they invite me over to their house, I'm always like, when I'm getting ready to open the door, I'm like, God, I hope this is not an intervention. Please don't be an intervention. And then I open the door and they're just partying, they're going crazy. And I'm like, oh yeah, this wouldn't be an intervention because interventions are brought to you by people that actually love and care about you. My friends need me to be this degenerate that I am. You guys, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around to hear it, did my dad still leave?
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
I'm not coming to back
Oh. You guys, I'm an uncle now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, clap for it. Come on. I don't do anything, but still get to say it. I still get the title. Yeah, so my sister and my mom were having an argument the other day about who the baby's going to be more like. Either the mother, either her or her boyfriend. And I honestly think he's going to be more like me. Right? Because we're both a little Mexican. Right? Neither one of us has a job. And my mom loves to hold us when we cry. That was a new one. That's alright, Cam, I'll be great, man. But, shit. I've been thinking about a lot of things lately. I'm thinking mostly about my funeral. Yeah. There's two things I know I want. I know I want to be buried, and I know I want my grave dug by the monster truck gravedigger. Because not only would he be doing what his name says, but my obituary would be a monster truck commercial. Imagine, Thursday, 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 come down to the East Hill Cemetery and watch Gravedigger dig an actual grave. Family 4 passes just $40. Also featuring nitro-burning funny cars and the Jaeger Girls. And the Jaeger Girls have a wet t-shirt contest, right? But instead of using water, they just use the tears of my relatives. And then instead of having a will reading, they just shoot my belongings out of a t-shirt cannon. Whoever cries the loudest gets his Xbox. And then the grand finale is Gravedigger jumping over the bus that I stepped in front of.
Mustard?
Do you guys ever update your Facebook statuses to something really weird? Like the other day I updated my Facebook status to Josh Ortega is currently sucking a black dude's dick. Right? Just so 20 minutes later I could go on it and be like, just kidding, my friends hacked me. God, I love all my friends. Friends are the greatest. So many friends. Just so your mom thinks you have friends? It's pretty sad, right? I was doing donuts in my car the other day. And by that I mean I was having sex with Krispy Kremes. I thought they could use another glaze, guys. I've been watching a lot of porno lately, because why not? And I saw porno, like, every porn actress, they have a different name than what their real name is. Like, you see it and you're like, oh, that's their real name. No. And there's a system, and I thought of the best system. It's your porn nickname. Your first name is your favorite luxury car, right? And then your last name is the street where your uncle fingered you for the first time. Mine's Maybach Eastern, guys. Good old Maybach Eastern.
been hitting on chicks, and it's hard to hit. It's hard to pick up women when you look like the mascot for clown rape. It's like an extra hurdle that I don't really need. Like, I'm already losing it physically. I'm always drunk, so I can't speak well. And when you look like, you know, an Abraham Lincoln Amish midget hybrid, you're already really, like, I'm 5'2", I'm setting the bar way too high for me to... How you girls doing? You guys aren't lesbians, are you? What, do you want to fuck me then? See, that's why I don't get laid. What's your guys' reasons? Got reasons? I ask if chicks are lesbians. If they say no, I ask if I want to fuck, and then I do a jig. So, what's your reason? How you doing? Is that bald guy your dude? You want to be with the guy with hair? Lots of it everywhere. You think this is impressive? Woo! You should see my dick, but you can't because there's so much goddamn hair. Boner. I feel like I got sidetracked. It's weird, man. It's weird talking to girls, though. It's like, because I'm a shithead, and I'm always at bars, and that's like the worst place to talk to girls. And the girl I met, like, recently, she was comfortable enough with me to tell me that she had been raped 47 times.
That's really awkward.
Thanks for saying out loud what everybody was thinking. And my intent with the setup. You're an astute audience member. I like you.
You're welcome.
Hey, stick around so you can explain the rest of my jokes. Said she got raped 47 times. And I was just thinking, for the sake of all the dogs in the neighborhood, thank God she doesn't own a rape whistle. Like the Van Trapp family would just start showing up. I'm the tiny one. I haven't seen it, so I'm just making that part up.
Bet none of the comics here lost a tooth today. But my family and I just drove in from Dallas, Texas, and I gotta say, we're really enjoying our first time here in Canada. But I wrote these myself, so if there's anything that you don't like or that you find offensive, I'm only 9, so don't judge me. I watched a show called The Flintstones on TV. Most of you guys out here look like you watched it.
Who was that?
But when you guys watched it, it was probably just called the news. But those woolly mammoth showers did look like a lot of fun. Were they a lot of fun? I went to the supermarket yesterday, and there was an Asian food aisle. And that made me wonder, in Asia, is there an American food aisle? And if there is, what's in it? Hamburgers, high fructose corn syrup, handguns. You know, shame. America. You know, adopting a highway, that sounds hard. You have to take care of it and clean it, and when it grows up, you have to tell it's adopted. I'm sorry, 635. I'm not your real mom. You got taken away from your real mom because she had too many DUIs on her. That's right. That's right. She runs through Oklahoma. But I hate when Marilyn Heller always decides to explain my jokes. So the bear wiped his butt with the rabbit. Oh, that's so funny because the rabbit wasn't expecting it. So one day she explained one of my jokes, and I punched her in the throat. She doesn't do it anymore. I also hate when my teacher, Miss Tucker, always says, "I'm so sorry," when she's not really sorry. So I decided not to do my homework one day, and she said, "Saffron, where's your homework?" And I said, "I didn't do it, but it's all okay, because I'm so sorry." It doesn't feel so good, does it, Miss Tucker? I'm so sorry. My dad always says he's gonna quit drinking. You must know my dad. But when my mom comes home, he drinks a lot. I must not know my mom. Redheads. My cousin Chloe and I were taking a walk, and she said, "Hey, look, Safi, there's a half-empty can of beer." And I said, "Chloe, if there's one thing I've learned for taking long walks with my dad, that is not a half-empty can of Bad Light. That's a half-full can of hobo pee." We don't drink hobo pee. I want to go to college.
Michigan State.
College with a C, not college with a K. I'm looking for a degree here, people. I'm not looking to do nails and cut hair. I don't learn anything in my school. It's just that if I don't go, they'll put Mama in jail. Help me. But I hate my school. It's like a prison. My classroom stinks like a jail cell. My teacher acts like a mean prison guard. And the miserable old cafeteria ladies are like cafeteria ladies. You touch it, you take it. But I didn't even stop talking back. Next! Row after row of children crying their lasagnas. But if this really was a prison, I would totally shank Jose. Jose. Jose, you're in the 5th grade, and your mom still feeds you by hand. Little punk. I got top bunk. I spent the night at my friend Eileen's house on Saturday, and on Sunday we had to go do something called Mass, and we did something called Communion. I don't understand why Christians have to drink God's blood. Sounds dangerous. There's no telling what's in there. He could be diabetic. But I wish God was black, so instead of crackers, we could have had brownies. I'm Saffron Herndon.
I gotta admit though, as soon as I heard that, like Brian came up to me and he goes, "Hey, this special guest that's gonna be on stage right before you is this 9-year-old girl." And I gotta admit, at first I was like, "Oh great, I gotta follow a 9-year-old girl." But then, I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, well, at least we don't have to hear any period jokes. I mean, that's. God, I hope she laughed already. Mommy will explain that one to you in a couple of years. It's funny too because Brian told us before the show we each get a very specific amount of time, and he gives you the light when you know you have like a minute left or something, then you got to wrap up and get off stage. And I looked over to my buddies. I go, if I were her, I'd just do like a tight 20. Fuck it. What's he gonna do? You know? You'll never play this room again. You'll be dead by the time I'm old enough to play this room again, Brian. Oh, okay. That was awesome. Give it up again for. What the hell was it? Sapphire? I don't know. But thank you guys again so much for coming out. Now I know what you're thinking. You saw me walk on stage, so I'm just going to get this out of the way. I am not the gay ginger from Modern Family. All right? It's not happening. Although I do like to support gay rights. Recently, a lot of people have been talking about legalizing gay marriage, and I like to support that. I think let them get married if they want to be miserable like the rest of us. But But here's the thing, some of my friends aren't so enlightened, you guys. And I actually had a friend of mine the other day say, John, I don't think that's a good idea. Because you know as well as I do, we have 2 gay black friends, 2 gay black men that have been together for a long time. Now they want to get married. All right, cool. What's wrong with that? I just don't see the problem. Well, John, if they get married, then they're going to want to adopt a child. And that child's going to be really messed up being raised by 2 gay black fathers. And I said, well, that's dumb. And here's why. Because I know in my heart that even though that kid is going to be raised by 2 gay black fathers, or he has 2 gay black fathers, because I fucked the joke up. Think about the little girl. Okay, reset, good. So as he's going to be messed up, he's going to have 2 gay black fathers, he's going to be really messed up. And I said, no. Because I know for a fact, in my heart, that kid's still just going to be raised by his grandmother anyway. So it's good. We're good. Clean value system going on here, you guys. Thank you.
Everyone sort of judges hookers because they suck dick for money. I think it's unfair because the people who are sucking dick for free are the ones that weird me out. These girls are smart, they're getting paid for it. What are you doing it for free? They're enlightened hoes. I hope I don't ever suck a dick in my life, but if I do, I better be getting paid for it. That's all I'm saying. I'm sucking dick for free, my life took some weird turns. I'm single. I was in a relationship for a while. When you're in a relationship for a while, you become domesticated. You forget about the wild and hunting for your food, you know? And one of the things that I lost touch with was signals. I never know when to make a move on a girl. I can never tell when the right time is. And you'd think you'd be able to look to past experiences when you had hooked up with a girl and be like, what did I do that time? And every time I do, I never know what happens. It's like you black out and all of a sudden you're making out with someone. You have no clue what happened. The hypothesis I have is that there's a moment when you're about to hook up with a girl where your brain just dips out, your penis goes to the head, and it's like, all right, brain, you've taken us as far as you can go. I'm gonna close the deal for you. And it's up there, and it doesn't know what it's doing, it's just mashing buttons and pulling levers, and you're saying all kinds of weird stuff. You're so hot, I love your elbows, oh, your hair, this is gorgeous, this is the greatest thing. Climax. Then the penis is like, peace! And just dips out. The brain comes back up, the place is in shambles, what's happened in here? Starts releasing guilt juice on you. Just like sitting next to some sort of stranger that you were just inside of. Like, why did I just say those weird things about her elbows? I don't know. I feel awkward now. What do we talk about now? Genitalia is the worst. You think you like it because what we use it for, but in reality, if you just saw it out of context, there was like a penis flying in the air and a vagina on a log, you'd be like, ooh, get that shit away from me. And we use it for sex though, so we're like, it's beautiful, I love it, it's great. Penis is a grotesque beast, you know, it's just flopping around town. There's 2 cronies, I just picture with like a monocle in the middle, poking and prodding and searching for weakness. So the poking, how many women here have just woken up to an erect penis poking their hip? Your hip's about to turn into a vagina. This penis is like, I don't know, I had to try. You never know if it's a vagina unless you poke. You never know. Could be a vagina, could be a mouth, you never know. Top of everything else, the penis doesn't bring to the table. If you do right by it, it sprays you a gelatinous goo. It's just like classic dick move. Penis is weird. Vagina's no picnic. Don't get me wrong, I love the vagina. It's just, you know, aesthetically. You ever looked a vagina in the face? It's like a weird little slime goblin just mean mugging you like, it's just fucking a little bit weird. I remember when I was younger, we didn't know what a vagina looked like. I was in like 6th grade and my friends and I all had different theories of what the vagina looked like and what it did, and my theory was that the female asshole was just this all-purpose port. It was like poop, pee, dicks, it handled it all. There was just this conductor up there, like, we got a dick coming in, shift it over! Like, very efficient. I was wrong, it wasn't what happened. I remember when we first saw a vagina, my buddy had a magazine and it was like this close-up scientific style shot, like a really dirtbag style porn of a vagina, and we all gathered around and we just thought, we were way off. That looks crazy. Back to the drawing board. I mean, the dick, for all its faults, at least it makes sense. You poke it in stuff, it sprays, I get it. I think once you've ridden one dick, you've ridden them all. Vagina's like nature's riddle. You're just kind of like feeling around, hoping something resonates, every single one you ever come in contact with. I just think the design process in the vagina might have been a little bit flawed. I think God was making the vagina, and he had his boys over when he was like 50% done, and he was like, what do you guys think, vagina? And they said, ooh, I don't know, God, that looks a little weird. So he said, okay, I'll fix it. And it was like when you were in high school and you had a project, you had a poster board to do that project on, and you fucked it up, but you only had one poster board, so you just had to like add stuff to fix it. I think that's what God did with the vagina. He was just like lip, flap, cranny, button, slime, vagina. You guys are rad. My name's Mike Lasher.
I've always kind of been to older women though. I like the old ladies, MILFs or cougars or whatever calling old bitches nowadays. I don't get why we call them old ladies though. I mean, MILF's like one of the most beautiful acronyms of all time, right? But cougar, I don't understand. Like when I was growing up, we used to call old ladies practice. Take it up. I saw her sitting there on the breathing machine. A warm sponge bath and a towel just to keep her clean. It's hard to be alone in this creepy nursing home. But she was taking out her teeth for me, and it was for me, yeah, me. You guys are sick, man. I love soft and old hell. How's it going out there? You guys okay? Sweet. I've always, what was the Sunday night? So, you guys are a lot of people out here tonight. Great. Laugh Fest is going on. You come here, it's awesome. I came from the other side of the state. Nothing for me to do at home tonight. The same old television shows, same old commercials. You guys see that Sam Bernstein commercial they're showing on TV all the time? 1-800-CALL-SAM, they got that on here, right? A lawyer. He was like a celebrity where I'm from. I knew him since I was a little kid. But it looks like Sam's kind of easing in retirement now, the dad, right? Like bringing in his beautiful kids. I'm just saying, I had a friend, he used to work for Sam Bernstein, just out of college, had an internship. Great opportunity, everyone agrees with that. Law firm, awesome, pretty well established. He used to brag about it all the time, whatever. And he used to tell me all the time how much of a miracle worker Sam Bernstein is. You should see what he does for his clients, Justin. Miracle worker, straight up. So I don't know, man. You want to show me a miracle, Sam? Get all three of those kids to face the camera at the same time. I don't know whose job it is to keep the blind one squared to the camera. Anyways. Alright guys, this next one's about my ex-girlfriend. Guess what? She's a bitch. I don't like her. And it's called If You Don't Have Anything Nice to Say, Then Don't Say Anything at All. Still working on the lyrics on that one. That's funny. Politics. I have political comedy. I'm sophisticated. You want to hear one? Yeah. I'm going to say it anyway. So, any older folks in the crowd, if I say November 23rd, 1963, we all say Kennedy was fucking shot, assassinated. And there's a lot of theories that wrap around that. Like he might be assassinated by 2 or 3 different shooters, or the government was behind it. There's a fucking umbrella involved, an 8mm film, and grassy knolls and shit. But I've been down to Dallas, Texas before. Is that girl still here, by the way?
How's she going?
Good. It's funny, but I'm about to say swear words. I was in Dallas, Texas a few years ago, and I was at the book depository where they did the thing, and I stood at the window. They don't let you stand at the window, actually. You have to stand next to the window. Conspiracy, how you doing? And I'm moving awfully slow, lady. So I'm at the window checking shit out, and I got my protractor and my gun, and you gotta keep the variables down, right? So I'm checking out, they have a big X on the street where he got shot at, and so I'm checking it out and doing my math, because I'm pretty fucking dumb, and I'm checking shit out. Here's my theory, guys, I don't give a shit if you agree with it or not, but I'm pretty sure that John F. Kennedy might still be alive today if he didn't have such a big fucking head. It's a pretty long setup for that little tiny punchline. I'm just saying, he was Catholic, or he was Irish, and Catholic. I'm Irish, I can, whatever, okay, here we go. So I've been, I don't know why I fucking just mounted up for that. So, this one's gonna be big, guys. Yeah, so I've been doing comedy a little while, and it's great. I go all over the fucking Grand Rapids. I go all over the Midwest, and it's cool. One of the best things about doing comedy is, like after you do a good set, ladies, pay attention. A pretty girl will come up to you, and she'll talk to you, and she'll say, "That was funny. I especially like that one joke you guys are gonna hear in a few minutes." She's hot and flattering. That's cool. Way more times in my situation, she's not pretty, she's fucking hideous. I'm just being honest, guys. She has shit growing out of her places. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Flint, Michigan. I mean, whatever, it's cool. Detroit gets all the glory, but Flint will fuck you up. I'm telling you right now. I was in this place, just a little south of there. I finished a set, and I thought I did good, and I got pinned up against the wall by this fucking wildebeest, and straight up, yeah. And she was breathing. I could see her breath, and she was, hey, how about right now you write a song and you sing it for me? I said, hey, how about right now I fucking don't? I said, do you think maybe if I write you the song, you fucking untie me and let me go home? So she said, yeah, and I just came. This is the song I came up with. It goes like this. I forgot the music, so I'm gonna just wing it. Ready? I wouldn't fuck you for $1 million, and I've been known to fuck a lot of shit for free. Yeah. So I'm here today. I got one more real quick before I get off stage. I need a married couple in the crowd. Married couples, raise their hand. And not married with fucking fiancés on the side or fucking shit. Are you guys together? You guys live together? No? Where's his wife at? I'm just saying. Sir, this is gonna happen right now. I got the light, I need a few seconds here. What's your name?
Troy.
Troy, are you with her or like?
I just met her.
Okay, so you guys fucking.
Fuck later.
You later. I'm gonna assume you're gonna fuck in the morning. I'm gonna ask you right now, Troy, are you married? Just say.
No.
Sucks. This doesn't even work right now. I'm just telling you. Right now. Sir, where's your wife at? What's your name, sir?
Walt.
Walt. Where's the wife?
Right here.
Okay, so wow, you guys been married for a while. You guys look like you're unhappy. That's awesome. I'm just saying. You guys having sex on a semi-regular basis, right? You ever wake up in the morning and fucking roll over and hit it? Like hit it? When's your favorite time that morning sex? Well, is it when she's out of the house? I'm just asking if is it before or after she takes her dump, Walt? I'm just don't answer that. I hit it in the morning without any warning. I flip you on your belly, your booty's kinda smelly, but that's what I get. Because I must have went creeping when I was still sleeping. You didn't wipe it right in the middle of the night, now my booty smells like shit. You went beep beep boop boop before I screwed you, and now my belly button smells a lot like you do, but it felt so good, I don't mind the smell. Gonna hit you right up in the morning when you're kinda sorta horny. If you push me away, I'm gonna get you when you're yawning. So just open one eye and just tell me what the hell. I'm gonna hit you in the morning without any warning. Your booty wasn't steaming when I was still dreaming, but that's what I get. Everyone got it for Walt. Yay! Thank you very much. That's my time, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. Please enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.